My front hatch is frozen. I can't even get it inside of it. That's funny. Alright. It's working. Let's go fishing. Alright, so today's adventure, I figured we'd talk about some winter clothes. Some of the stuff that I wear during the winter when I'm out fishing. I went out fishing yesterday. I made an intro in my truck going there. I was hoping that it would be a good fishing trip, but I got skunked. Man, I had 2 bites, missed both of them, and that was it for like 3 hours. It was 28 degrees when I went out. It kicked up to about 36 degrees, but the wind was I don't know, about 12 miles an hour, so it was pretty cool. But of course I stayed warm. I've learned to kind of properly layer myself, and I just wanted to show you some of the stuff that I use. Some of it's cheaper. I'm kind of a penny pincher, so I like to save money where I can, and of course some of the stuff is kind of expensive as well, so there's a mixture of both. But I figured I'd go over some of the stuff, and hopefully I can find links to it that you can still buy it, and you'll be able to see it down in the description to look at. But we'll go ahead and start low at the feet, I guess. And I've got a separate review on these. These are the NRS backwater wet shoes. These are not dry shoes. These are not like the NRS boundary boots. These were cheaper. I want to say I paid $55 for these off of Optics Planet with a coupon code while they were on sale. The boundary boots are usually $79, I think, or $89. But they're the higher, the taller dry boot is the NRS boundary boots. These are not dry, they're wet. But what I do is I use these boots and I pair them up with waterproof socks, and I got these off of Amazon. They were $25 versus the $50 I think they're called sealskin socks. But these, I won't say that they're 100% flawless, because honestly I've been using these for a little over a year now. I think I bought them last November, and I started using them in December, but they're not completely waterproof. My feet still get a little bit wet, but because of the neoprene and the body heat, it'll keep my my feet and my toes warm. The catfishing trip that we went out on, the guided catfishing trip with Jordan Lear, I did wear these, and when we were ripping through the lake, you know, going however fast we were going, and the wind was hitting my feet, it was cold. My toes were numbing up a little bit until we got stopped and the wind would kind of die down. So again, I mean, they work. I took these out in 20-degree waters several times. The NRS boundary boots would probably be a better option. Pants. I've went through a lot of pants, not only on the kayak but on other outdoor activities. I cycle, road bike and mountain bike. In fact, I need to start making some videos of that as well. But when we were stationed in Germany, I was bicycling year round, so we did a lot of I did a lot of cold weather riding, so I had to dress appropriately. For kayaking, you know, it's the same thing. When you get out in the cold, you want some good gear. I bought the NRS. I think these are backwater pants as well. Splash pants is what they were calling them. And I did a separate review on these. These are okay. To be honest, they're noisy. I hate that. I mean, it's you know, the saying of corduroy pants. You know, you're kind of a one-man band when you're walking around. Combine this with flip-flops, and oh my goodness, you make all kinds of noise. But They're waterproof. I did snag and cut a hole in it one time, but I patched it up with just some wader patches. But the ankles tighten up, which is pretty cool. But they're okay. They're expensive, but they're okay. My go-to is these right here. These are biking fleece lined winter pants, and I got these off of Amazon for under 30 bucks, I believe. It might have been 35 bucks, and I'll put the link below. These things are awesome. They've got a zipper ankle that zips around my boots. They're water resistant. They're not waterproof, but like when I've landed a fish and it splashed on my lap, the water kind of went away. But I take these pants and I combine them with GI issue silk weight underwear. We call these silks in the Army. You got a bottom and a top. It's a long sleeve top. It's 100% polyester. I don't even know if you can buy these direct. I'm not sure. Army surplus stores have them, but I use this as a base layer, and I put them underneath the pants. And then if it's really cold, Army Poly Ps. These are polypropylene thermal underwear, and they're the bomb. And that's another layer that I would put up under the pants, and it works great. As far as tops, of course, I love the solar UV shirts when it's warm. But what I'll do is I'll throw a silk weight on, and I'll usually throw either a thermal long john over that, or even one of these, and then I have some jackets that I use. And I've got these. So this one is, I don't know, just a department store windbreaker. But I use these as my outer shell that breaks the wind. And my recent Christmas gift was an AFCO Reaper. And this thing, I love it. So this is kind of expensive. It's $69. It's got the neck gaiter. Which is pretty cool because it's built in. Nowadays everybody's freaking out over COVID. So when I walk into Lowe's or I walk into Walmart and I get jacked up because I'm not wearing a mask, I can just pull this up. It's got a hoodie with drawstrings. It's got a big kangaroo pocket in the front. And what I like about this, instead of Velcro, it's plastic. I don't know if you can see that, but it's, and the pocket will seal up. And this thing is really, really nice. I really enjoy that. So I know a lot of people hate the, I guess it's called the portrait view when you video, but I'm only going to do this just because this stuff is on my heavy bag, and it makes viewing it a little bit easier. So, let me see. Another economical way to go, Army Gortex. This stuff is awesome. If you can get it local out of an Army surplus, it'll save you some money. You can probably find them on eBay pretty cheap too. And of course, if you got an Army buddy or a military buddy that's got them, you know, Air Force has got their colors, Coast Guard's got their colors as well. I actually wouldn't mind getting a Coast Guard one because it'd probably look better on with my AFCO bibs. And then anyways, these Gore-Texes are awesome. They will stop the wind like nothing. It's pretty awesome. And then the last thing, when it gets real brutal, I went ahead and sprung for these. These are the Avco insulated bibs. They got a specific name for them, and I can't think of the name. I'll have to put it in the description. But these things are awesome. So they've got pockets where you can store multiple things. They're zippered, but then they have a flap covering the zipper, so it actually seals it. I'm a short guy. So I ordered the extra large, but then it's got this system where you can shrink it up. And shorten it up. And this is kind of cool. It's got a pocket here, and then you can buy a separate clip for a GoPro. And then you can mount your GoPro, your action camera, right here on your chest. And then when the weather gets too bad, you just zip it up and it's out of the weather. So I thought that was kind of neat. But these normally are $250. Of course, I didn't pay that much for it. I refuse to pay retail on anything. Avco has got a pretty nice military discount, so I got them with the military discount, and it was a lot cheaper. But they're good quality. And then again, these got the ankles. It'll tighten up. They work. It's pretty cool. What I did on the catfishing trip, it was, you know, real windy, and of course when you're ripping through the lake or across the lake on the front of a boat with no protection, and Jordan is behind the wheel, it got pretty windy, but the wind blocked it. I wore this combined with the overalls, and then I wore that to take out the wind, and it was perfect. This is one my daughters bought for me for, I think it was my birthday. They got this one off of Amazon. It's a Columbia branded one, but it's the same thing. It's a soft shell, but it's windproof, and they're really nice. They work. All right, so we talked about tops and bottoms. The next thing I wanted to talk about was kind of gloves and hats. And for me, it's really simple, because I've only used a couple things. Fish monkey gloves. They've got, during the summer, you know, you can wear the real light silk screened ones that are fingerless. But I have these for the cooler temps. And I love Fish Monkey products. They're pretty awesome. And then my sister-in-law was watching one of my videos when I was bank fishing during the winter last year, and she seen my fingers were numb, and she ended up buying me a pair. These are Kastkings, and you can find these on Amazon, and they're really nice. They're not completely waterproof. If you do get them wet, I mean, your fingers will get kind of cold. But they've got a neoprene in them. I'd say they're more water resistant. But if you soak them in water, they're going to get a little cold. But what I like about these is that when you really need the finger dexterity, you can pull the fingers off. I did notice when I was on the catfishing trip that the fingertips, I was still able to use my phone, touching on the phone, even with these gloves on. So I really didn't need to peel them back. And again, these Kastkings. And then for a hat, Army fleece. These are our PT fleeces, the watch caps. And honestly, these, so this one, in fact, this one isn't even the Army issue one. This I went ahead and bought from Condor online. But you can get them in any color you want, and I've got several of them. And that's it. You know, I'm sure there's other items. In fact, if there is, please share below in the comment section of things that you found that work for you in cold weather. My objective is not to spend too much money. Of course, you know, the bibs is the most expensive I've ever paid for clothes probably, but they work, and it was pretty awesome. And to me, it was worth the money. I do know that Academy Sports has a H2O brand. If you seen my video on the terminal tackle box, that thing is phenomenal. I'm still using it. But they now have a H2O cold weather gear that I would love to see. A friend of mine bought them, so I'm going to be checking them out. So that's pretty cool. But I wanted to make this video. When I did the intro in my truck, I mentioned, you know, we went over 600 subscribers. I told my daughters, I said, at least 600 people either think I'm cool or they feel pity for me because they're subscribed. But I want to thank you all for supporting the channel. When I first did this channel, it was mainly just for fun. It was just, you know, something to document my adventures. And then my family on the West Coast was able to see, you know, some of the things that we do here in Missouri, in the outdoors as well. Kind of enjoying God's creations. That was the #1 objective for this channel. But I'm thankful for all that have subscribed and supported the channel. The affiliated links, Swamp Fox Optics, as well as Tackle HD, they support my channel, and I'm thankful for them. There's coupon codes. When you use the coupon codes for the Swamp Fox, it gives me a few points that I'm able to purchase products and do reviews on in the future. So I'm thankful for the people that do click on them links and use them. It does not go unnoticed. Thank you very much. And the real purpose for this video was to say thank you for all those that watch. I see a lot of people saying, you know, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I never really say that in the videos, and maybe I should, because maybe my channel would grow a little bit more. So I do appreciate the people that do smash the thumbs up and that do share and like the videos, and as well as subscribe to it. I had some hats made, and I'm going to do a giveaway and give some hats away and maybe some goodies away. So we have a Sarge's Adventures Facebook page, as well as a Sarge's Adventure Instagram page. And what I'd like you to do is go ahead and, of course, like this video, share it with your friends, and get over onto our Instagram pages and put a follow in there, as well as a like on our Facebook page. And then on the Facebook page where this video is linked, go ahead and share one of your best setups, whether it be a reloading setup like I have in the background. Tell me what you're reloading on. Tell me what favorite calibers you're using. Or if you're a fishing enthusiast, tell me what your favorite rod and reel combo is, the lines and the lures that you use and where you're at. And then talk about what's your #1 reason for coming to this channel. Is it for reloading? Is it for optics, shooting sports? Or is it for more of kayak fishing and DIYs and upgrades, checking things out? You can see my LED lights in the background. It's kind of my newest DIY upgrade for the Ascend. I've got the motor wired up, and I'm getting ready to go to DMV and get this thing registered, and it'll be ready for its maiden voyage, hopefully on President's Day. So hopefully you'll see a video coming out in the future with this thing. But again, get over to the other pages if you would, post up and share up, and I'm going to draw some random winners and send out a couple hats. I think we'll pick 3 winners this time, and some hats and some goodies, whether it be fishing goodies or something else, maybe some stickers or decals or something. But again, thanks for watching, and I'm grateful for all the support. Please keep a prayer out for the soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be the America that we are. You know, politics aside, our country's great, and I am thankful for all that have served in it, whether it be law enforcement, medical, school teachers. School teachers are so important, raising our youth, and it's important that it's done right and it's done properly. You know, parenting is a #1 occupation nowadays, raising these children to do the things that they need to do right. And I'm thankful for all those that can do that and are able to do that. I love this country with all my heart, and regardless of what side you're on, We need to come together. We need to remember who we are. Remember that we are one nation under God. Again, thank you for watching.